Good morning, class. I am Teacher Carmela, your teacher for today. So, before we start our class, let's have our opening prayer. So, class, pick all of the trash that you can see and arrange your chair properly. Okay, so let's have the attendance. Secretary, is there any absent for today? Okay, very good. So, before we proceed, who remembers our lesson yesterday? Okay, just raise your hand if you want to answer. Okay, we discussed the parts and functions of the female reproductive system very well. What else do you remember from our discussion? Who can give me the internal reproductive organs of female? Okay, the internal reproductive organs of a female are the vagina, uterus, ovaries, and fallopian tubes. Excellent. So what about the external reproductive organs of females? Great job, class. So, okay, everyone, before we proceed our lesson, I prepared a video for you. Please watch and listen carefully. So, what did you see in the video? Okay, the male reproductive system. Good job. So, what do you think is our lesson for today? Very good. Our lesson for today is the parts of the male reproductive system and their functions. So I have here picture and jumbled letters. All you need to do is to arrange the jumbled letters in each item. I will give you 5 minutes and you will pass your paper to the front. Is everyone done? Okay. So class, the male reproductive system is mostly located outside of the body. These external organs include the penis, scrotum, the testicles. Internal organs included the vas deferens, prostate, and urethra. The male reproductive system is responsible for sexual function as well as urination. The male reproductive system refers to the bodily systems responsible for sexual function in males. It consists of external and internal structures responsible for the formation, storage, and ejaculation of sperm, as well as the production of vital hormones for male development. So, the male reproductive organs are the penis, the testicles, the epididymis, the scrotum, the urethra, the bladder, the vas deferens, and the prostate gland. First is penis. Penis contains tissue that fills with body during sexual arousal, making the penis erect or hard. Semen is a mixture of sperm and fluid from the male reproductive organs. It exits the penis through the urethra during ejaculation. Second one is testicles, which is the testes. Oval sex gland located in a skin sac called the scrotum. Sperm and sex hormones are made by the testicles. Keeping the testicles outside of the body means they have a lower temperature than the rest of the body, which is important for sperm production. Next is epididymis, a series of small tubes attached to the back of each testicles. The epididymis collects and stores sperms. Second one is scrotum. Scrotum is the thick skin sac that surrounds and protects the testes. The scrotum also acts as a climate control system for the testes because they need to be slightly cooler than body temperature for normal sperm development. Then urethra. Urethra serves dual function in males. This channel is the part of the urinary tract that transform urine from the bladder and the part of the reproductive system through which semen is ejaculated. Next one is the bladder. The bladder is located in the lower abdomen. The bladder is a hollow organ. much like a balloon that stores urine. Next one is vas deferens. The epididymis eventually becomes the vas deferens, a larger tube that transports sperms to the urethra. Kumbaga, the urinary passage from the bladder. Next one is the accessory sex glands. Accessory sex glands. This includes the prostate gland, seminal vesicles, and the bulbourethral glands. So these glands contribute nourishing fluid to the sperm. So male reproductive hormones. Hormones are chemical messengers made by glands in the body. Androgens are the hormones that make men male. Androgens are responsible for sexual functioning, fertility, and secondary sexual characteristics such as muscle mass, height, deep voice, and body hair. So the most important androgen is testosterone, which is manufactured in the testicles. So let's talk about the sperm. The sperm is the male reproductive cell. Its role is to fertilize an egg. It contains the man's genetic material. A sperm is tadpole shaped and around 60 microns in length. Um, it has a lashing tail which helps it to swim towards a waiting egg. Sperm production continues throughout a man's life, from puberty into old ages, but the quality of man's sperm declines from about age 45. So let's talk about the male reproductive system problems. So some of the reproductive health conditions men may experience include impotence, infertility, prostate disease, and sexuality transmissible infections, or what we call the STIs. So impotence, it is a problem with getting or keeping an erection. Infertility, the inability to achieve pregnancy due to low sperm production, blockages, or other factors. Third is prostate disease. It's benign prostate enlargement and prostate cancer. Last one is the sexual transmissible infections, or what we call the STIs. Bacterial or viral infections acquired through sexual contact. So now, I want you to ask, why is it important to study the male reproductive system? Okay. Okay, correct. It is important to study the male reproductive system because they are ways that male and female bodies are the same, and there are ways that they are different. So what else? Okay, both the male and female reproductive systems play an important role in reproduction, like creating babies. Okay, that's right. So, students like you develop an understanding of the parts and functions of the reproductive systems. This provides you a foundation knowledge for learning about puberty, menstruation, conception, and pregnancy. So, from our discussion, what are the male reproductive organs? Okay. The male reproductive organs are the penis, the testicles, the epididymis, the scrotum, the urethra, the bladder, the vas deferens, and the prostate gland. There are some. So then, what about male reproductive system problem? Okay, health conditions men may experience impotence, infertility, prostate disease, and sexual transmissible infections, or what we call the STIs. Very good. So, class, is menopause real for men? Okay, yes, but not every man will experience these. Okay, well done, students. look like you understand the parts of the male reproductive systems and their functions. Are there any questions? If none, let's have a quiz. So, your quiz will be label the parts of the male reproductive system. Is everything clear? Okay. So, if yes, please pick up all the trashes, organize the desk, and stand up. We will have our closing prayer. In the name of the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. Amen. So, goodbye, class. Thank you for listening to our discussion for today.